What do you think of this ball game?
Well, I'll tell you, Jude, that's very true. You know, 4 wins, 2 losses. The winner here goes to first place. So these guys, hey, we've never been here before. And I just want to say that Ateneo will have to go to the big men, okay? Kui, but we just got news that Ryan Pamintuan is not going to see action yet. I don't think so. So that was a big stat, I thought, for Ateneo, the big men. Respaco Chagas there, and like I say, Pamintuan, Gabi Kui. They only have Gahol. I'm talking about UP. But then again, UP has the better guards, the rotation that is. They've got Gumatay, Mendoza is there. They've got good guards, quick guards. So it's going to be a toss-up. Ateneo will have to control the ball, not run very much. UP will probably run a lot because they've got better finishers. So it's going to be a very interesting game today, Jude. And we'll go to some stats first here. The team statistics we will show on the screens. Ateneo averaging 42% to UP's 46%. Rebounds, that belongs definitely to Ateneo. That's why we're saying they have the taller men, 44 to 35. Assists, that goes to Ateneo also, and steals, they're just about even. And for the key players from the Ateneo de Manila, of course, we have Verayo, Kui, Rentosa, Teoseco, and Pamintuan. Pamintuan's a doubtful starter, but should he start, that's going to be a big factor for the Ateneo. Going over to the key players from UP, we have Mendoza, Serrano.
As we go on the tip-off, our tip-off is brought to you by Petron Gasoline, the breakthrough Petron with XCS, the power shift.
That's right, Jude, and this is going to be a slam bang of a game here. Ateneo with ball possession now. Let's see, that's a man-to-man defense being set up by the UP Maroons.
So Pinson in the front court, pass to Joseco, drives back to Pinson, wide open, 16-footer. That's not there, battle for the...
That is going to be Kui and Racho jumping.
The two tallest guys from both teams. Of course, Gabby Kui getting it from Canada.
Uh-huh.
So Verayo for 3. Air ball.
He normally sinks those 3-pointers, those 3-point shots. But that time an air ball. Well, a bit cold yet maybe, huh?
Just first few minutes of jitters for Ateneo here. So Victoria driving against Alabanza. 15-footer right in his face. UP leads 2-0.
That was what I was talking about earlier, Jude. The shorter players, Gumatay, Victoria, Mendoza, very quick to react to those situations. And Joseco gets his 3-point shot.
So Joseco tells Verayo, this is how you do it.
Yes, sir.
Ateneo leads by 1. 3-2. Gumatay in the front court. Pinson hounding him.
By two Ateneans, you know, there was a switch off and there was a double team effort, but Mendoza still got that one up.
That's his expertise. Kui inside, getting the rebound. Giving Ateneo the lead back, 5-4. First few minutes of this ball game, 18 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half.
Here comes
Joseph
Gumatay.
against Pinson.
That's going to be a good matchup. Of course, Gumatay has some more experience. And Mendoza.
Mendoza is hot.
Another 3-pointer. They'll have to double team him. Huh? As soon as he gets that ball.
Of course, Waki, there was a question if Mendoza was going to play this game because of the Jones Cup.
Uh-huh.
For Agfa, there's a steal by UP. Racho gives it to Gumatay. It's Pinson, Victoria with the drive.
Wow. UP's guns blazing right in opening minutes, huh? And so, a 4-point lead for UP, 9-5.
So Verayo, Racho knowing that he can shoot.
Uh-oh. Turnover situation is going to hurt Ateneo. We have an early timeout here. We'll be back. A lot of screens being given up by the UP Maroons. And there, Gahul gets the 2 points inside of Gabi Cui. Biggest lead now for UP, a 6-pointer. And here comes, who was that? Alabanza dishing off, but there is a foul.
Well, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Trillo, and I'd like to send my apologies to Mr. Jonathan Sugay, which one of the reasons why we're a bit late this afternoon. Of course, aside from the traffic, a little gash on his bumper didn't hurt a lot. So we're here to cover this game for you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Jude Torquato, and welcome, Philippines, if you just tuned in.
Oh yes, Jonathan Sugay, thanks a lot for letting my partner off the hook. And the man-to-man defense, Gahol almost traveled, but he was able to correct that in time for the 2 points. So he's got 4 points in the ball game now.
First 2 minutes of this ball game, I was looking at the stats from Boy Ocampo, and he was showing me that UP was really shooting very well from the field. 4 out of 4 at the very first minute and a half.
That's a stat that really UP enjoys here with very fine shooters in Mendoza and Victoria. Then don't forget, they've got Gumatay, Gahol, and Racho too.
These are neighbors in Diliman, Ateneo and the University of the Philippines, and there's a little rivalry going on also between these two schools. The miss by Choseco, and it's touched last by the Maroons. Interesting, we probably mentioned this at the start of the telecast. The interesting about this weekend is that right after the Olympics, the UAAP decided that nobody's favored. No one's down there, no one's up there, and everybody's all tied for first place, and they're all playing today, this afternoon. Later on, it will be it will be UST versus De La Salle.
That's true, Jim. And you saw earlier in the screens, 6 out of 6 by UP, 100% shooting from the floor so far. Time remaining here, we have 16 minutes and 13 seconds. And you hear in the background the UP cheering squad. Verayo takes it strong and scores off Gahol.
So the score is 13-9. It's a 4-point lead, 16 minutes remaining in the first half to decide who will go to a first place tie with whoever wins the next game of this Saturday doubleheader.
First miss there by the UP Maroons. Serrano was not able to convert.
Pinzo gives it to, I believe this is Alabanza. To the right side, Choseco. Ateneans moving the ball around, and it's stolen by the Maroons.
Yes.
Number 4 man.
Madarang. That was Patrick Madarang. Good double team effort on his part. And UP's defense is holding up right now. There's a motion being called by Racho.
There's a push by Alabanza on the pick set up by Racho.
And we noticed something different in the offensive patterns of UP. A lot of screening going on. See, right there, Alabanza had to push away Racho. That would have freed Victoria.
If you play billiards, that could remind you of a stop ball with the cue ball
right.
as Alabanza.
Right. That is correct.
At this point, we'd like to thank Pen Shop, now celebrating a decade of ideas and expression in one voice and 90. Just do it in Islacom Icon Paging System by Islacom, the official pager of the UAAP Games. Serrano, ball fake to the left side, moves over to the right, and then Victoria with a pass intended for Racho, actually an air ball.
So even good shooters have their off nights too. Earlier, the first try from the triple region by who was this? John Verayo netted him an air ball too. Again, the double team effort by UP. Good passing, and they're going to score. It's a trap defense. Watch this. Serrano very active. They're really pressing the ball carriers, making making it very difficult for Pinzon and company to bring up that basketball, but Verayo will not be denied inside the paint.
Good defense by Racho and Gahol. Of course, Eric Altamirano's got the instructions to really guard John Verayo, but then not to foul. You've got a lot of time still remaining. Alabanza is working hard on defenses. Gahol with a dipsy do, and there's nothing there, and Gabi Cui will give it to Tonichi Pinzon. Alabanza is on the right side. On the left is Joseco. There's John Verayo with a jumper. It doesn't drop. Those numbers, turnovers, Ateneans with more, Maroons with none.
Yes, and that's the reason why that defense is working very well for UP. It's a pressing, trapping defense by UP, as you see Verayo score from the flank.
So it's 15-13 with 13 minutes and 53 remaining in the first half. And historically, it's not often that UP finds itself tied for first
Oh,
place.
yes. Oh, definitely so. So Ateneo and UP, oops, that's going to be a charge there. Good defense put up by Gabi Cui, and that foul is going to go against Gahol. First personal for Gahol.
Probably an indication of how difficult an afternoon Brian Gahol will have was his shot earlier that Dipsy do against Gabi Cui, and then this charging foul.
Yes, Jasper Javier is in the ball game for Madarang.
And last time he didn't play. Tonichi Pinzon left side. Underneath, very tight, gets it back, turns, and then this is Alabanza with this drive. Very athletic move by Alabanza.
That is true. He saw the opening, went in against two UP Maroons, and a very good layup shot by him. He started for Ateneo. Normally he sits on the bench, but he's a good player. Give him time, give him the experience, exposure, and he'll be a good player.
Talk about good player, Serrano. He can light it up when he's hot, and he just made a jumper from an earlier layup that he also converted. 17-15 is our score. UP by a pair of points. Joseco to Tonichi Pinzon. Joseco, ball fake, takes the jumper, all net.
That's the second for Joseco, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a
Joseco with
different type of follow through, though.
Yes, yes. A lot of contact ongoing here because of the screens being set up by the UP Maroons. Racho is left open.
That was an excellent move by Victoria. He drew two defenders against him, passed off to Racho. Fortunate for UP, Racho's shot dropped in. 19-18, UP by one. Very tight defense by the Maroons. Joseco pops it out. Alabanza earlier the drive. He passes off to Joseco. Gabi Cui, there's a triple team. John Verayo underneath, very tight, gets it back. Another chance. John Verayo, nothing there. Alabanza up close.
Oh yes, a big offensive board by Alabanza. That was huge because that came from the back. He really hustled for that offensive board. Jimmy got it, and the putback and the lead for Ateneo now.
A minute, rather 11 minutes and 39. We've got the clock behind us, manual scoreboard in front of us. Nothing there for Serrano that time. Second chance for Serrano.
Oh, that should be a foul on Gahol. He just came in, and let's see. Oh, it's going to go against Gabi Cui. I thought, let's see if we got that in slow-mo, huh? Because Gahol was coming in and bumped into Gabi Cui.
We couldn't find it on the slow-mo.
Right, right. So, well, the referee is much closer to the action, so that foul is going against Gabi Cui, and that's going to be number 1 on him. Mendoza now is being shadowed real close by Joseco. He had, let's see, very early points by Mendoza in the ball game.
Gabi Cui wasn't boxed out by Jasper Javier, so now it's Rentosa with the basketball, the cut by Joseco. John Verayo for the drive. This left-handed layup is blocked by Gahol. Jasper Javier tapped it with his head, picked it up, and then gave it to Serrano.
Okay, setting up again the UP Maroons. Here comes Serrano. The blocking foul will go against Rentosa.
Serrano.
Well, Rentosa telling the referee that it was Serrano that went into him. First foul for Rentosa. 3 team fouls for the Ateneo. So with UP. Okay, Gahol gets his first rest here. We have number 17 man Gamboa. That's Alan Gamboa. And so is Let's see, is that Brandon Season checking in for Joseco?
Jasper Javier on the right side against Season. 20 on their shot clock. Mendoza. Yes, he's hot.
One fake to the left, went right, and he's got 7 points now. See, there's that pressing, trapping defense again. The foul against Jasper Javier on Verayo.
1 point lead, UP on top.
There was that trapping defense, and then that's the right thing to do. You have to send a man to the center to receive that pass, and that's exactly what John Verayo did.
Season with the ball faked out Serrano. Now he's up close. The jumper is a little short. Season tried to chase for that one. Well covered by Mendoza. And now Victoria. Against 3 defenders, he will slow it down. They will set up. Mendoza will give it back to Serrano. 21 on their shot clock. UP's on top by 1, 21-20. We're in the first half of this ball game. Foul away from the ball. Again, Alabanza will be called for the foul on Victoria.
Second personal is called on Alabanza, 4th-team foul for the Ateneo. Only a baseline throw in here for UP. Victoria doing the honors, and look, I think UP has come up with some new offensive patterns. There was a screen by Alan Gamboa that freed Paulo Mendoza, so very good at setting up by UP here. The half-court offense has been flawless so far. 4 3-point shots now for UP. There's Alabanza with his 6th point in the ball game. He's playing tough.
Driving tough, and yes, most of his points off drives. And now it's 23-22, and UP on top by 1 point. Should be an exciting afternoon.
Oh yes.
This Saturday. It's not often that 4 teams get tied for first place. It's not often that you get to see them all in one day to break up that 4-way tie.
That's big boy Verayo on Paulo Mendoza.
Had the line, a little short though. Mendoza brings it down. Verayo underneath. Mendoza in the hole. Gabby Cui picks it up. And that drives.
You know, that would have counted if Gabby Cui had sunk. So good hustle on the part of Gabby Cui. There were 2 UP players, or even 3 down on him. Watch that. 1, 2 there. Then he gets away. There's the foul. We have a timeout. We'll be back.
UAAP Trivia is brought to you by PLDT. Mag PLDT Overseas Direct 00. This portion was brought to you by Icon.
The UE Red Warriors, and a name comes to mind when you think of 1965 to 71, and he's still playing in Philippine basketball. Is he? I think he's a little, just half a decade younger than you, Sonny Jaworski.
Sonny Jaworski
Played for the UE Red Warriors, right? And it was Coach Baby Nalupa who was his mentor.
Correct. Gabby Cui scoring on 2 free throws earlier, giving back Ateneo the lead again.
Racho to Jasper Javier. Paulo Mendoza. He's got to be guarded close, and there you go. What a move by Mendoza. Too bad it didn't hit the backboard. Mendoza in the middle, and the drive, yes.
Coast-to-coast drive that time by Mendoza, and that UP defense was not set up.
And the Ateneans lead it by 3, 26-23. Jasper Javier.
And look at the way Verayo is really shadowing Mendoza now. Serrano off to Racho. He'll get his points. That time, it was very good ball movement that time, Jimmy. They found the open man in Racho. Again, look at that dropping defense. Mendoza and Serrano, but Mendoza finds Alabanza in the corner. An air ball, but Gabby Cui, a big basket for him, plus a foul.
Alabanza. It was an air ball, and it fouled Gabby Cui. And he was happy. We're talking about Alabanza, who also has a very athletic father, who held the high jump record in the NCAA.
You're talking about Jimmy Alabanza,
Yes.
right? Okay. And, well, his son now takes a rest. We have Joseco in the ball game. Gabi Cui has got, let's see, how many points does he have? 6 points plus 3 rebounds, huh? 2 defensive and 1 offensive.
So that will be a 3-point play for the Ateneans, courtesy of an air ball that turned out to be an assist pass from Alabanza. So it's now a 4-point lead for the Ateneans, 29-25. Racho to Mendoza. To the right side, Serrano. Serrano can shoot. Jasper Javier, he will opt to pass. Now Racho. Earlier the points.
Right, and Quiz, you know, Quiz really all over Gahol. Gahol wants to post down low, but he can't receive that pass, as we see Serrano score on a drive.
So it's now 27 for UP, Ateneo 29, 2-point lead. Good defense by UP. Serrano, this jumper, oh yes, he will be rewarded.
Right, and look at Coach Eric Altamirano clapping for his boys there. He wants that drop again. There it is, it's in place, and they get that ball away from Rentosa. At the top of this coverage, Jim, I was saying that that's a weak point for Ateneo, really. Rentosa is more of an off guard. On the other hand, Serrano, Mendoza, Gumatay, they've got good defenders in that drop defense. No, Ateneo's game is inside, and they're really finding it very difficult bringing that ball up.
Too much time before crossing the timeline, and then that will be the third turnover.
Yes, and we see a very happy UP gallery behind us. Time remaining 6 minutes and 53 seconds here in the first half. I think it's definitely cause for concern for the coaching staff of the Ateneo.
Probably they're thinking of putting in L.A. Mumar or maybe Tachi.
Yes, well, Pinson is waiting at the scorer's table now to come in.
Jasper Javier makes the turn.
Oh!
Another awkward shot, finds the glass and the hoop.
You bet, and there's Altamirano, Coach Eric Altamirano again, wanting that press.
Season twins are inside. There's a double team, and then Rentosa.
Very good shot selection by the Ateneo.
Serrano once again.
And that is because of that defensive umbrella UP is using here. Huh? It's all over the court. And watch, once an Ateneo player stops that dribble, there will be 2 UP players on him.
Mendoza, John Verayo. 10-0 run for UP. Nothing there for Season, Gabi Cui. Finally, Gahol brings it down. 3-on-2 for UP. Racho, yes.
Ateneo not calling a timeout yet. Ateneo has 1 timeout. Let's see, yes, they still have 1 here.
That
Maybe
fast
they
break was brought to you by Jollibee. Walang kasing sarap.
Okay, I was just saying that maybe Ateneo should call the second timeout here to break that UP momentum.
37-31. That's our score. 12-2 run by the Fighting Maroons. Mendoza against John Verayo. Dribbles on his right foot, loses the ball, and they turn it over. Pinzon will try to put things in order for the Blue Eagles. He will be side by side with Junior Rentosa.
Right, Serrano and Mendoza they take a rest, and we have Gumata and Victoria in the ball game. So good rotation being put up here by Coach Eric Altamirano. Verayo is free on the left side. Block, big block there by Gahol. So UP enjoying a 6-point lead here, 37-31. And because of that defense, Jimmy, that UP is putting up, Ateneo is taking arid attempts at the basket. No? They're not taking time out to set up. But don't blame it on them. Blame it on that pesky defense of UP.
Victoria, Jasper Javier, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Fighting Maroons have the basketball. Rancho once again, a little short. Rebound taken by the Maroons. And this is number 11 man Gumatay. very distinguished players, very young. UP Maroons, Victoria, Dumatay, Gahol.
That's true. Oh, that's going to be a traveling violation. Well, the teammate of Joseco, Gabi Cui, bumped into Joseco, so that made him travel. Let's see if we got that in slow-mo. Watch that. It was with Cui, then Joseco gets it, and Cui bumps into Joseco. And definitely, that was a traveling violation.
Gahol against Gabi Cui.
The charge is going to go against Gahol. So that's going to be, let's see, number 2 on... Yes, Gahol picks up number 2 here.
UP at this point is winning most of the matchups, except that matchup between Gabi Cui and Ryan Gahol.
Ryan Gahol.
37-31.
That's a big slap there,
Oh, yeah.
turnover situation. That's because of that, we were saying earlier, that defense of UP really working. Look, they're spreading already, huh? Okay, Dumata is going to go to the ball carrier, and Verayo not watching, almost losing that ball.
He gets more careful with how they handle the basketball now. Joseco, the ball's loose, he picks it up, and there's that shot. Fortunate break for Joseco and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. It's now 37-33, a 4-point ball game.
Time remaining here, only 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We're still in the first half.
The ball from Dumatay to Victoria mishandled, and the Maroons turn it over. With Tonichi Pinzon inside for the Blue Eagles, they have settled down. Side by side with Junior Rentosa, who has the basketball. Pinzon wants motion from his teammates. Gabi Cui now inside the hole. Pinzon hands over to John Verayo. Up close, the shot is in.
Yes, Jasper Javier just had his arms raised, and Verayo shot over him.
Dumatay for play number 2. Racho off a pick by Jasper Javier. Back to Dumatay, 17 on the clock. Racho has it to the left side. Victoria unleashing, and it's short. Cui saving it. Pinzon.
Good dive by Gabi Cui just to save the basketball.
Now Rentosa.
Yes.
Oh yes, that's a 3 by Rentosa.
That's a big one. We have a timeout here coming from Coach Eric Altamirano. We'll be back.
We're back at the Rizal Memorial Complex, but not the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. This is on the other side, right in front of the Harrison Plaza, what was once also the Highline Complex, right across it. This is the Nino Aquino Memorial Stadium, and we've got UP versus Ateneo. The Ateneans have grabbed the lead once again, 38-37.
Right. Percentages there, you see UP with very high percentage. And, well, Gabi Cui has to work overtime here, Jimmy, because Ryan Pamintuan, yes, that's right, is still suffering from the flu. You see Joseco get one inside, so Ateneo regains the lead once more.
And Dumatay with the ball, passes off. Gahol having a hard time against Gabi Cui. The ball will be tapped, and the foul will be committed by John Verayo.
But a very hard time Ryan Gahol is having against Gabi Cui. First personal for Verayo, and Gahol has 6 points in the ball game, 3 rebounds. Cui's got 7 points and 3 rebounds too. Gahol has 2 shot blocks, by the way, Jim.
Oh, yes. And also a couple of charging calls. Defense being put up by Gabi Cui. Serrano also with Jasper Javier, 20 on the clock. Javier gives it back to Serrano. Tap by Cui to Joseco. Now Pinzon on a 3-on-3. Pinzon in the middle, back to the side. Good fake by Joseco.
Yes, there were 2 that bit there. Actually, Jasper Javier and Victoria, the foul going against Javier. So he caught 1, 2. There's a foul.
Ateneans have a 1-point lead.
Second personal now for Jasper Javier, as we see Joseco troop to the line. And let's see, Joseco, sporting number 10, is a 60% free throw shooter, averaging 7 points a ball game, 1.5 rebounds. Mon Joseco.
So that makes it 41-39 now for the Ateneans. And their band right there. What sounds like 50 bass drums.
Okay, Mendoza and Serrano are back in the ball game. Victoria has been missing here, but he still has to keep on shooting because Mendoza has really been covered very well by the Ateneo defenders.
Ball picked up by Rentosa after the earlier miss, and he had practice, and his second attempt he dropped in to make it 43-39. Time remaining, less than a minute. 49 seconds. Serrano to the left side. Mendoza. Jasper Javier. Excellent move, left Sison behind. Timeout will be called, we'll be back.
UAAP season would like to thank Gatorade, the UAAP's official thirst quencher. Jollibee, ito ang uri, walang kasing sarap. Kodak, the official imaging sponsor. Milo, Go Milo, the official energy drink of the 1996 Philippine Olympic team. Petron, the breakthrough Petron with XCS, the power shift. PLDT, Mag PLDT Overseas Direct 00.
Back to the action at the Nino Aquino Stadium. Ateneans have possession, and again Serrano with a very clean steal.
But he missed. He did not finish his shot.
Too many layups for Serrano though in the first half. Rentosa with this layup, also short. Gabby Cui for a strong rebound.
Likes that he celebrates every time he gets an offensive board and the putback.
45-41. Time's ticking down. That didn't drop, so it's 45-41. After 20 minutes of play, Ateneo by 4 over UP. We'll be back.
Well, just as the games are getting more exciting and intense on the hard court, so are the matches in men's and women's volleyball. So let's see which teams are giving their best spikes and blocks in UAAP volleyball.
The FEU Spikers strengthened its hold of the men's volleyball lead after dominating the Adamson Falcons 15-5, 15-5, and 15-11. Now here are the scores of the week.
From Silver Star Sports, here on PTV4. 1996 Philippine Olympic team.
Welcome once again to the Nino Aquino Stadium. Those are the scores after 20 minutes of play, 45-41. But a little irony in the numbers when you look at your screen. Second chance points was the one that got Ateneo this 4-point lead. 12 points overall and none for UP. I say the irony in numbers because UP is the more cohesive squad, was the more cohesive squad in the first 20 minutes of play. More assists, and then on fast break points they had more steals, but at the same time Ateneo, when we say that basketball is a game for tall people, a game of rebounding, that's where they got it. 18 rebounds against UP's 9. That's the reason why Ateneo's on top, 45-41. But we've got another 20 minutes remaining. We'll see what happens next. We'll be back.
This portion was brought to you by Milo. Go Milo, the official energy drink of the 1996 Philippine Olympic team.
Sa gulang na 25, naging kapitan munisipal ng Kawit. 27 nang mapalaya ang Cavite sa mga mananakop. sa kulang na 29, naging presidente ng Pilipinas, ang unang republika sa Asya, Emilio Aguinaldo.
The best of soccer. Around the world. Football Mundial, Wednesday afternoon at 5 from Silver Star Sports, here on PTV4. The MTV of sports programs features surfing, next on High Five.
High five.
High Five, Thursday afternoon from Silver Star Sports, here on PTV4. The 59th UAAP season would like to thank Gatorade, the UAAP's official thirst quencher. Jollibee, ito ang uri, walang kasing sarap. Hodak, the official imaging sponsor. Milo, Go Milo, the official energy drink of the 1996 Philippine Olympic team. Petron, the breakthrough Petron with XCS, the power shift. PLDT, Mag PLDT Overseas Direct 00.
You saw the numbers before we started this third quarter. And Ateneo out-rebounded UP 18-9. In spite of the fact that on fast break points, UP was much better. And then on the assist department, UP was more cohesive. So really, it was the rebounding that got the Ateneans their
Well,
4-point lead.
A big 10 average, 10 rebounds average of Ateneo's 44 and the UP only 34. So that showed, Jim.
Petron Gasoline, the breakthrough Petron with XES, the power shift, brings you this jump ball to start the third quarter, and it's won by Gumatay. To the left side, Mendoza. And as we look at that conversion by Mendoza, let's move over to Jude Torquato.
Okay, guys, team strategies for both teams really quick. Both teams said that they need to control the rebounding for both their teams. As for UP side, they just need to be more patient on offense. They've been scoring most of their points from steals and fast breaks. And for Ateneo side, they just need to play hard. And they need to be more careful with the turnovers because of UP's press. So let's see what happens in the second half. Back to you guys.
Earlier, Waki, when we did look at the numbers, I said there was irony in the numbers of the first half, as Ateneo had the lead, but then for most of the department, it was UP on top of it, except for the rebounding department.
Okay, good hustle on the part of Brian Season. And the putback from him. Ateneo now with a 4-point lead.
47-43. That's our score, yes.
And I was about to say, Jim, keep in mind the winner here assumes solo lead at 5-2 and waits for the winner in the second game between UST and LaSalle.
Benito Victoria has been shooting short.
Yes, a lot of times
Earlier,
now,
two air balls by Benito Victoria, and this time it just lipped the rim. Again, this press by the Maroons over to Choseco. When they press, it's trouble for the Ateneans, and you see what happened there as Mendoza doesn't make it. Then a foul committed by, was it Victoria or
yes.
Season?
Victoria picks up foul number 2 here. Okay, that's Lomo right there. Season was pushed by Victoria. He wanted Mendoza to get that basketball. So Victoria will rest now, and we have Madarang in the ball game. That's Patrick Madarang.
Way Torrentosa, 21 on the shot clock for the Ateneans.
And we see a very intense team manager for UP, Tessa Asmines. Of course, always looking 25. She's actually 29, Jim. On the bench for UP, the lady manager, the very, she's well loved by everyone.
29 only? I thought she was only 28.
No, 29. But she looks 25.
47-43. Rentosa gives it to the right
Okay.
side. Joseco a little short. Rebound will be taken by Brian Gahol.
Powerful rebound by Brian Gahol. Gumatay hasn't really gotten his game going yet. How many points does Gumatay have? Let's see. Gumatay has no points.
Madarang with a steal of Rentosa from a pass
Oh, that's
coming off Joseco.
That's causing nightmares here for the Ateneo bench, huh? There they go again. That ball should been given up by Gabby Cui. Well, Alabanza will take that jumper any day.
Alabanza converts from the left side.
And don't forget his first name, Jean Michael Alabanza.
Gumatay gives it to the middle. This is Paulo Mendoza. Madarang off a steal earlier. Now this short jumper that goes to Gabby Cui, and it's handed off to Rentosa. Rentosa modeled up. Sison. Joseco's on the left side. Finally he gets it. 17 on the clock. Rentosa wants motion to the left side. Alabanza comes off a pick, but Joseco gets the basketball. 9 on the shot clock. Gabby Cui.
Overshot, huh? Overshot that time.
Oh,
And
yes.
here comes the UP Maroons. They'll run the whole night.
Gahol short.
Wow, and Rentosa really gave good. He played honest defense all the way. Assist pass by Rentosa, just a slippery portion on the hard court, was able to get that pass out anyway to Gabby Cui, who now has 11 points in the ball game.
51-45. Gumatay to the left side. Madarang. Back to Gumatay. Gumatay with his looper. Good boxing out by Sison on Rancho, and that's why Gabby Cui was able to get that rebound. And now Rentosa brings it down, calls the play. 22 on the shot clock for the Ateneans. Alabanza on the right side. Can give it to Joseco. Finds Rentosa once again.
That foul will go against Madarang. You know, an unlikely combination here. You have Alabanza, Cui, Joseco, Rentosa, and Brian Sison. But I'll tell you, Alabanza can play ball. Of course, we know that Sandy Arespacochaga is still probably suffering. He's still recovering. That's why he's not being used here. But Alabanza is quite tall. Let's see. Alabanza stands 6 feet, 6'1". But he's a very quick player. He knows how to move, and that's the reason why the coaching staff of Ateneo wants him there. That's Ricky Palu, Chris Kalilan.
Once again, our referees Brian Tabanyag and Mario Montiel. Alabanza with a bounce pass to Rentosa. Very careful in handling that basketball. Serrano's on Rentosa. 20 on the shot clock. Gabby Cui in the paint. This jumper short.
See, Alabanza made that possible, but he hassled for it, and he thought he was last touch. Let's see that slow-mo, because he was on his way down. Gabby Cui will miss, and let's see, there's a tap by, well, there were two there. The referee's calling that for Ateneo.
Rentosa to the right side. This jumper. They did drop that. A strong rebound by Benito Victoria. Paulo Mendoza on the right side. It's guarded by Alabanza. What a move by Paulo Mendoza.
You know, that reminds me so much of Francis Arnai's head and shoulder fake that throws you off balance completely. Mendoza knows just what to do. There's 3-on-2 here. Oh, a bit slow to move that ball was Gabby Cui, but Alabanza take it very strong to the hoop, huh? And what a revelation here. He has not been used really by Ateneo, but doing very well. 3 fouls now is Brian Gahol, and what a big fish he caught right there, huh? So he's going to be sent to the line. Let's see if we have any stats on Jean-Michael Alabanza. Don't forget that name. Nope, playing minutes averaging about 5 minutes a ball game. Seeing much more playing time here because of Ryan Pamintuan and Sandy Arespacochaga.
Used to play for Xavier High School in San Juan. Played center for them. Strong legs.
And look, he can defend too, huh? He's chasing Victoria all over. Oh, miscommunication there between Victoria and Gahol. Verayo in the ball game for Brian Season. And also checking in now is Alan Gamboa for Gahol, who's got 3 personals against him. So Coach Altamirano has no other choice but to rest Gahol at this stage. Wants to keep him fresh for the last 10 minutes. Time remaining 14 minutes and 55 seconds here, Jim.
And the Ateneans leading by 6, 53-47. Alabanza, it's stolen from him by Benito Victoria.
Oh, there was a big block, but also body contact.
Big body contact, but also a block.
Watch this, watch this. There's a block and the body contact.
Boy, this Alabanza can lead.
Well, you were saying his dad is a high jump champion of the Ateneo before. That's number 3 on Alabanza. And the genes are there. The genes are there, Jim. Victoria now. Let's see his stats. He's got only 4 points so far. Huh?
Victoria will swish it from the stripe, 53-48.
He's way below his average of 14 points a game, over 14 points a game. Also, 4 rebounds.
Victoria used to be the MVP of the UAAP Juniors. That was school year 93-94.
Watch this. The foul will go against Alan Gamboa here. After that, okay, watch on the left side, right there. Gamboa pulls Gabby Cui down. Well, I can't blame him. Gabby Cui already with 6 rebounds here.
At this point, we'd like to greet Maria Katrina Girog of Ateneo. Happy birthday, but we're a little ahead because her birthday will be on August 21. That will be her 18th birthday. Katrina Girog, a miss by Cui, and a foul was committed on him.
Right. Alabanza finally gets his rest here. He's been key to this Ateneo offense here. Second personal is called against Mendoza. And Cui is so strong inside, huh? Now that's Verayo on the stripe for 2. Ateneo enjoying a 5-point lead. Verayo is a top scorer for the Ateneo, averaging, let's see, Verayo is 17 points a ball game.
As we near the end of the first round of this 59th season, John Verayo, who used to play the inside for the Blue Eagles, because of the presence of Gabby Cui, has found that he can shoot and light it up from outside the rainbow line. And that's why he's the Ateneans' highest scorer now, thanks also to Gabby Cui, and Ateneos a better rebounding squad from last year. As we look at Serrano to Jasper Javier, and right now Paulo Mendoza. Good pick, moving pick by Jasper Javier. What a play by the UP Fighting Maroon.
Right, they started out very well setting up those screens for Paulo Mendoza. Let's see if they can do that here again, the end game.
Seco, John Verayo.
That's when
Did travel, yes.
a traveling violation on big boy John Verayo.
Add another turnover to the Ateneans. 55-51 is our score. Ateneo by 4. Serrano did a lot of damage for the Maroons in the first half. Jasper Javier is double team. Looking for Victoria, looking for a basket. Over the top, Jasper Javier for the putback.
And he likes that. He celebrates, telling his teammates, come on, it's only 2 points now. Let's get going here. And slowly but surely, Jim, this Coliseum is being filled up now by the UST and LaSalle fans. Of course, Ateneo and UP are inside. You can see a sea of green and blue together now. How about that, Jim? The foul is going against Alan Gamboa. It's foul number 2 on him. So Gabby Cui, as we stated earlier in the first half, has to play overtime now because there is no Ryan Pamintuan to back him up. And he's doing fine. So far here, he's got 12 points and 6 rebounds. Only 1 foul. He's been able to keep away from those fouls because he normally gets into foul trouble. It's Ryan Gahol now who's got 3 personals against him. So I think all that Coach Eric Altamirano penalty as we see. Take a look at the matchups there.
Top scorers, those are top scorers for both squads. John Verayo, Paulo Mendoza. Junior Rentosa now at the 4.5 meter line. On his 5th year in the UAAP, hails from Pampanga. 2 inches below 6 feet. That miss from the free throw line, and this rebound by Jasper Javier. Serrano going over to the right side.
So Pinzon really sticking to Mendoza. Watch Pinzon
Nacho against Rentosa.
playing the big D on Mendoza.
Tanchi against Serrano. Jasper Javier can pass inside. Finally, Racho over to the left. Back to Mendoza. Prayer thrown up. Rebound taken by Serrano. Racho's free. He takes a jumper. It still doesn't drop, but there's a rebound by Gamboa, and Pinzon will foul him on the putback.
Well, Pinzon had to do something because Alan Gamboa standing a head taller than Pinzon. Gives up the foul. Paulo Mendoza takes a rest, a break now here. And let's see, Coach Kalilan and Coach Palu, they're going to put in a substitute probably for Pinzon. They want to rest Pinzon, who's been doing a good defensive job on Paulo Mendoza. Shortly, we will see the entry of Brian Season.
Well, Gamboa now in the score sheet with 2 points. 62-59 is our score. Ateneans by 3. Rentosa against Racho. Rentosa passing over to Tanchi. In your face block, but the referee is saying there was a little arm contact.
By Jasper Javier. Let's see this. Looked like a clean block upstairs. I couldn't see that.
Looked like a plain block to me too.
So that will be number 4 on Jasper Javier. And Paul Tanchi will be going to the stripe now for 2. Well, a pity because the momentum, it was a 3-point ball game, and if UP had gotten that clean block, they could have scored.
Tanchi, first free throw. Yes, we heard that this basketball player also gets to top his physics class.
Oh yes, very intelligent player. That's why he is a pressure player, Jim.
We heard that from someone who's celebrating her 18th birthday.
Okay, and the foul will go against Paul Tanchi now. Gumatay hasn't gotten his game going also. Gumatay still has not scored in this ball game. So let's see what he can do here. Now's the time for him to explode.
Gumatay on the right side. 3-point shooting.
Belongs to the Ateneo.
Yes. Racho can fire a shot. Attacked at last.
Well, it was a miscommunication again here between Russia and Victoria. That ball going out. So a turnover. Time remaining 9 minutes and 17 seconds.
5-point lead for the Blue Eagles.
And what's at stake here? The leadership. Of course, they will be at 5 wins and 2 losses. The pass off to Gabi Cui. Taking it strong inside, and Gabi Cui has 16 points in the ball game.
66-59 is the score. Gumatay wants play number 1, moves over to the right side. There's no pick set up for him. Gives it back to Benito Victoria. 16 on their shot clock. Victoria, this jumper. Good line. Gabi Cui for the rebound after that miss. Rentosa. John Verayo. Tison hesitating a bit. Over the top, Gabi Cui will get the rebound.
Did you see the way he got that board, huh?
Against 2
Very
defenders.
Strong. Yes, very strong. Of course, we know that Gahol is on the bench with 4 personals.
Sison, well covered by Gamboa. It's lost.
And it's still there. Season saving that ball. Oh, the foul will go against Rentosa on Gumatay. Hard foul, huh? Accidental, of course, but watch this. Season saves the ball. Gumata is about to get it, and here comes Rentosa. Boom!
Stop ball once again.
Oh boy. Second personal against Rentosa. Mendoza's services are needed. He's checking in. And
So you're watching a 7-point ball game. Ateneans on top. Racho moves out. So it's Gumata and Victoria. Gamboa, Mendoza, and number 13 man, Andrew La Peña. Benito Victoria, La Peña's asking for it, working on.
This was Gamboa, open.
Rentosa, double team. John Barayo, this jumper. Offline, rebound taken by Gamboa.
Here comes the Spitster, Joseph Gumatay. All the way in, his first 2 points. And UP is starting to hum here.
66-63. Ateneans on top. Rentosa, Tanchi. John Barayo. That shot too strong. Rebound taken by Benito Victoria. This could make it just a 1-point ball game. Victoria travels.
It's a traveling violation.
66-63. Timeout. We'll be back. Star Sports and Channel 4 covering the action here at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Didn't have enough space for a pass, and then he traveled. Speechless again, Mr. Trillo. 66-63.
Okay, here I am, Jim, ready for you. Okay, let's see. 7 minutes remaining. Ateneo only a 3-point lead here.
Good boxing out by the Fighting Maroons.
I'm sure Coach Kalina and Coach Palu telling his Ateneo boys, come down, set up that defense, because UP, they want to run. They're at its deadliest when they're running, UP. Oh, nice pass inside, but Gamboa will follow up. The put back,
Good presence of mind by the rookie Alan Gamboa. Just a 1-point ball game. 66-65. Mendoza is fouled from behind on arm contact by Gumatay.
And that will send Rentosa to the stripe, since UP is already in penalty. Third personal for Gumatay. 5 team fouls for the Ateneo. Paul Tanchi is lifted now by Jean-Michael Alabanza.
Zoilo Joseph Mendoza is 22 years old. Was part of the mythical 5 of the UAAP Juniors in 1991. Loves to jog, loves to swim. Puts in some time for rowing, and he gives Ateneo a 3-point lead within charity, 68-65. This is the L play once again. 2 players popping out on the left side. Victoria with this shot. Again, another air ball. Good effort by Gumatay, but there was nothing there. A little too late. Ateneans keep the basketball. Yes.
Jimmy Victoria is normally deadly when he in that J, but today he's had 3 air balls so far.
Defense has covered him well.
Also, that's true.
John Barayo to John Michael Alabanza. Tosa passes off to the defense. That was a sprint.
Oh, Gumatay, no, that was not nice. That was not nice, he was fouled by Alabanza, but then he saw Alabanza in the railing there and went straight for him. I don't know. I don't know about
second
that.
motion.
Let's see.
Probably check that out on the replay.
Let's see. Watch this. I'm sure he was sorry for that, but there's the foul, and watch, he saw him there, and there he goes. There, very clear, very clear.
That could have scored a silver in Olympic boxing.
Yes, I'm sure he's sorry for that now, because Joseph Gumatay is a clean player. He must have regretted that. So anyway, Gumatay is on the stripe for 2 here on that foul by Alabanza, who seems to be okay.
We'll see if that bit of action changes the complexion of this ball game with the Ateneans on top.
Okay, 4th personal for Alabanza, and coaching staff of Ateneo telling the boys on the bench to calm down.
68-65, Gumatay. Also smarting from that foul of Alabanza.
Makes his first, yes. It was more of a reaction that time because there was a hard foul on him.
Yes, too bad there was second motion after that hard foul. The miss, and then Gamboa is fouled by Ciso.
A big offensive board for the rookie Alan Gamboa.
You take a look at that foul earlier.
There's the foul. Alabanza just wanted to stop him. And you saw him go straight at Alabanza there. And see Alabanza falls to the floor. So much for that. We've got the rookie now, Alan Gamboa, on the stripe.
He's been producing for the Fighting Maroons.
Yes, Alan Gamboa with, let's see, 7 points in the ball game and has got 4 boards. As you know, Gahol has 4 personals and has to rest on the bench.
That free throw was supposed to tie the ball game up, but since it missed,
Early entry.
Ateneans still have the lead.
Yes, early entry by one UP player there. So that's a violation.
So the tandem of Rentosa and Pinzon back inside for the Ateneans once again. Alabanza, Pinzon, Rentosa.
He's left open by that screen of Verayo.
No one there. Good boxing on by the Maroons. Gumatay dishes off. Mendoza! Over the top to Alabanza.
So rookies playing stellar roles here, Alabanza, Gamboa.
Pinzon on the right side. Rentosa, 16 on the shot clock. Gabby Cui. He's blocked by Gamboa. It's clean. Ateneo still with a 1-point lead.
Oh boy. Now we're going down to the last 4 minutes and 50 seconds of this very exciting ball game.
Third attempt by the Ateneans by the Maroons to get the lead.
Alabanza is going to pick up foul number 5. If that. So that's it for the rookie, John Michael Alabanza. Victoria. Let's see, Victoria only has 5 points in today's ball game, averaging over 12 points a game. Rather 14 points, huh? Even Mendoza is starting to miss now, Jim.
So Alabanza moves out.
Big game by the rookie, John Michael Alabanza.
This ball game tied 68-68. Nerve showing on the part of Maroons manager. That's Minas, Gabby Cui.
The pass inside. Okay, now Joseph Gumatay is going to set up this half-court offense here. Here comes Serrano.
Gumatay. Serrano unleashing over the top. Rebound taken by John Verayo.
Well, Serrano had all the time in the world. That was a nice play set up. Unfortunately, that ball not sinking.
Rentosa, Gabby Cui, perimeter jumper. Choseco for the rebound. His follow-up. That's a foul from rookie Alan Gamboa.
That is correct. Third personal is being called against Gamboa. Gahol will be checking in for La Peña. So it's now or never for Gahol, who's got 4 personals against him. Not a very good night. Gahol only with 6 points in this ball game so far.
59th UAAP season. Would also like to thank Ben Shop, now celebrating a decade of ideas and expression in one voice. Nike, just do it. Isla.com Cellular.
All important charities, and Choseco misses his first. Points, 4 out of 7. Juan Choseco. Make that 12. The bench of Ateneo telling their boys to come down and set up that defense.
3-point ball game. Mata. Is it play number 3 or 4? Popping up out to Serrano left side. Gamboa, the rookie on the right. Lumata getting it. Now in the hole. Gives it to Paulo Mendoza, designated shooter for the Fighting Maroons. This turn and a ball away. Rebound taken by Gahol. Finally, he gets his points.
Right, I'll tell you, even if Mendoza missed his shot, he hustled for that rebound and was able to tap that ball to Gahol. Watch right there, Mendoza with that hustle, that extra hustle, and Gahol has a possibility now for three-point play.
Free throw. Tie up the ball game. Yes, 71 for the fourth deadlock. John Verayo picked up by Gamboa. Richie Pinzon. Joseco, good fake by Joseco, and then this jumper.
It sticks. Got the lucky bounce, Jim. And this is what it's all about, Jim. We're coming down now. 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. 5 wins, 2 losses. That's the card that the winner here will earn. Leadership.
Mendoza very tight. Charging on Mendoza.
So again, Gabby Queen. A good setup by Gabby Queen. Definitely doing a lot of things for the Ateneo here. Victoria coming in for Serrano. And he wants Eric Altamirano. I'm talking about one-on-one defensive stuff.
He wants Mendoza to pick up Junior Rentosa right away. Altamirano saying, let's see some active hands on defense here. Pinzon can't get the baseline. Well covered by Gahol. The bounce over to John Verayo. Can't shoot. 7 on the clock. Rentosa! Nothing there. Good boxing out by Alan Gamboa. Chance to tie up the ball game once again.
Well, both teams have had their chances here. They've had some open shots, huh?
Lumatay passing over to the right side. Victoria. Alan Gamboa. Nice pass to Gahol. Gahol once again.
Okay, a tied ball game at 73. Gahol now with 11 points and 7 rebounds, 2 shot blocks.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Nike. The people of Nike encourage you to just do it. Feeds on to the right side. John Verayo. Gabby Queen for the ball. He loses it. Good steal by Paulo Mendoza.
And what a big steal that was, Jim. Gabby Queen going up without any basketball.
And now a chance for the Fighting Maroons to take the lead and get leadership in the standings. Gahol, very tight. Kumatay, offline.
Oh, there's the foul. There's the foul by Mendoza. Mendoza will pick up foul number, let's see. Oh, only fourth personal. Fourth personal is called on Paulo Mendoza.
Good hustle by Joseco. There you go.
But you know, the bad thing is, what is it? An advantage foul? Okay, 2 shots here for Joseco. And as we stated earlier, Joseco shooting 60% average from the stripe.
It's a good chance of sinking these 2 charities one at a time.
Oh, yes.
1 point lead and 1 free throw forthcoming.
15 points now for Joseco. He has been also working overtime here. Keep in mind, no Pamintuan. Ares Pacochaga not up to it yet.
2 out of 2 for 2. From the strike, 75-73. Minute 10, 13 remaining. No pass to Victoria. Mendoza popping up, well covered by Joseco. Altamirano wants a shot from Mendoza, but there's Gumata. Yes!
Well, that time he really wanted to challenge the whole Ateneo team. Very determined move on the part of Gumatay, and we've got a tied ball game here at 75. That's the time remaining, yes.
Bonichi Pinzon, Gumatay is left behind. Pinzon forcing the issue. But then Pinzon coming off the baseline, and they turn it over. Only that much time remaining. UP converts on this possession after that loss of possession here by Tonichi Pinzon. There you go, very clearly.
He was coming from the outside. Down the wire.
This could be a very important win for the UP Fighting Maroons if they can this next shot, especially if they do it from 3. Benito Victoria earlier with some air balls. Let's see who takes the shot. Will it be Brian Gahol? Only 7 on the clock. Ticking down to only 5. Gahol should take the shot now, but he passes up underneath. Mendoza is blocked, but Gahol gets it back.
Whoa!
And then Alan Gamboa.
Yes! The rookie Alan Gamboa! The rookie Alan Gamboa! And we only have 4 seconds. 4 seconds remaining. A timeout here is needed by the Ateneo. We will be back. As we see the background, that's a UP. The shot clock had expired actually, but there was an attempt. And even if that attempt did not hit the ring, in amateur ball, the shot clock is put back to 30. So no question there was an attempt made. And I was about to say, I was a guest at the Scoop sa Kamayan yesterday, and they asked me about this game. I said, too close to call. Your guess is as good as mine. This is going to go down the wire. And boy, we're seeing that right now, Jim.
4 seconds. Can Ateneo pull it off? Can they launch a 3? Well, it seems like Coach Malu and Coach Kalila. There's a timeout called. We'll see. Somebody maybe push the button for a timeout. Coach Altamirano did not like that because that exposed the defense that they'll put up against the Ateneans, which will allow Coach Malu and Coach Kalila to map out their strategy once again. UP ahead by 2 at this point, 77-75. Earlier it's been explained by my partner Joaquin Trillo that it's Brian Gahol, before time expired, tried to attempt, although it was a little short, that afforded them with another rebound for the Fighting Maroons, and the good hustle by Alan Gamboa that afforded UP another chance, and the putback by Alan Gamboa gives the Maroons a 77-75 margin at this point. Only 4 seconds left for the Ateneans to make something out of this ball game. Remember, these two teams are tied together with 2 other squads for first place, and that's very rare as far as the UAAP is concerned. This is a different season. The 59 season seems to be a more exciting one, as all the other teams have stepped up in talent and cohesion. UST has retained their manpower and their strength. Should be an interesting wind-up for this season as we look towards a couple of games more for the first round. Inbound, 4 seconds remaining. John Verayo. Pinzon, it's winding down. You can see it. Pinzon passes off. No, not enough time. UP wins it over the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
So leader now. So leader is UP, 5 wins and 2 victories. And you know, they just waited to put Gahol back into the ball game again in the end game, because he was saddled with 4 personals, and he responded, especially the rookie Alan Gamboa.
What a ball game between the neighbors in Diliman. We'll be back. The University of the Philippines, Alan Gamboa with the putback of his first-year career. And what an exciting ball game for the Fighting Maroons.
Yes.
And they have the lead right now, and it's up to this second ball game for who will share it with them.
Correct, Jim. And you've got to give credit to both teams, actually. Ateneo playing a very good game also. But there has to be only one winner, and UP at the end came up with a 2-point lead. No, of course, Mendoza had 19 points, 3 rebounds, Serrano 16. Gaol, 11.7 rebounds, just started scoring those important baskets at the end, no? And then Gamboa, 9 points, 8 rebounds for the rookie. Now going over to Ateneo, we had 18 points, 8 rebounds, Joseco 16 points, Valero 16 and 4, Ventosa 11 and 5. But more importantly, I felt they kept the composure. You know, they were the 6-8 point deficit already, but then they slowly but surely they came back. And then, boy, those 3-4 follow-up attempt. You know, I think Hui was tired, a bit tired at that time because no Pamintuan and Aras Pacochago still sit on the bench. And our key player, may I say this, key player, because I'm very proud of this guy, Alan Gamboa, had 9 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And I'll tell you, our key player of the game will receive a gift pack from Enervon. Make that 2 gift packs. Enervon, the official vitamins for the RP team to the 1996 Olympics. What a great player this guy will be someday.
Looks up to Jun Dimpot and Dennis Espino. And our MVP, of course, from UP with a 2-point win. Paulo Mendoza, 19 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And our MVP of the game will receive a 1,000 pesos gift certificate from True Value. The UAAP Games tomorrow, Sunday, August 18, will be held at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. You can catch the juniors match between Adamson and National University at 12. Thought of the other
Oh,
game.
yes, very, very important game was coming up. I'd just like to say that the key player, normally we get something that key that he does. I mean, and this was the 8 big rebounds. He challenged Hui in the end game. I'm talking about Alan Gamboa again. So that was the key thing he did.
So when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have 10 grand in your hand. Happy birthday, Katrina Quiroz. We'll
Yes.
be back.